welcome everybody. This is Sherman Ray. I'm the host of host of Lovin and Livin in Vegas, the podcast. It's Friday, and thank you, folks, for being a part of the show today. I want to welcome everybody to the show that comes to you Monday through Friday. Talk about all of the cool stuff that's going on in Las Vegas, the people, the places, the trends, the events that keep you loving and living in Vegas. So, folks, I hope you had a good week. I know I've had a much better week than I did last week. If you're noticing, you're probably hearing the nasally. I'm still a little nasally. Um, had a cold all week long. No, it was not COVID. I am fully vaxxed, as they say. But I have had a cold all week long. I've got family members who've got colds, and they brought the dreaded disease in the house and got my wife and myself sick. So the weekend was terrible, and we've been kind of just getting over it. But we're good today. It's Friday, and so we're very excited about it. So today we're going to talk. We're going to talk a little bit about the some of the events that are going on in Las Vegas, especially this weekend. We've got a lot of cool events going on. We're going to talk about the Boulder Dam, the Dam Short Film Festival. No, I didn't cuss. That's actually the name of the you know the festival. And we're going to talk a little bit about I don't know. Let's talk about some concerts that are going on in town too. So very cool. So before we get started here, though, folks, we've got a really special announcement. We made it yesterday. Hopefully, you actually caught the announcement yesterday that our magazine, which is coming out in January, which is called Lovin in Vegas magazine. Lovin in Vegas magazine is coming out January of 2022. So excited about that. That we're actually having an event that is going to kick that off. That will be January 15th, and it's at the Foundation Room over at the tie atop Mandalay Bay. So very excited about that. We finally were able to nail that down. And we've been working on this for weeks now. I want to thank Joshua Efgren and Efkin, excuse me, and Joshua has been working tirelessly to try to negotiate with the folks over at Mandalay Bay and the Foundation Room to get this on. So it's going to be there. We've actually got. I didn't do it. I'm going to go on our Facebook page right now. Let's do this. Yeah. So on our Facebook page right now, I'm on the group page right now, and if you are part of our Facebook group, or you're part of our Facebook part of our Facebook page, you know already that the event is already going on. Okay, and so let's see, make sure everything's working here. Yeah, we're good. So right above me right now on our page, so on our Facebook group page, right above me, there is actually a link to the register for the event. Now, why do I say that? Well, because it is required that you register for this event. Okay, you can't just walk up to the event. Okay, it's not going to work. Okay, you actually have to register for the event. I've only got a limited amount of seats in it, and we are making sure that everybody in Lovin and Livin in Vegas, our group page and our business page, are the first to know about it. We're going to let everybody know about it, but we're giving you the opportunity now and our invited guests to be a part of our event. I have a limited amount of seats. Go to the link that's on the page. So it's right above me. So it should be right above me. I pinned the event to the page. So go to that link up there and go to the register for the event. Okay, pre-register for it. Get it out of the way today, because as soon as we open it up, people find out that it's at the Foundation Room. It just goes crazy. People want to go there. It costs money to go up there. Okay, my team, Joshua, and the folks over at Mandalay Bay were just so gracious to us, and they've allowed us to have a limited amount of free tickets to go to this event. So very cool. So definitely go to that event and be a part of it, because if you don't, you're going to miss. Okay. All right. So I just want to let you know about that event. Um, and Also, if you want to get a free copy of the digital version of Lovin and Live, or excuse me, Livin in Vegas magazine, all you have to do is actually send me an email. Just send me an email. Send the email to info at lovinandlivininvegas.com. That's info at lovinandlivininvegas.com. We're going to be changing that email address too, but you can still get to it. Don't worry about it. Info at lovinandlivininvegas.com. You can get a free digital version of the magazine when it comes out. We're almost done with it. Really are. If you are somebody who wanted to advertise in it, time is growing really short. So you definitely want to get that into me like today. I mean, really get it into me today, because if not, it's going to be tough. I mean, it really is going to be tough to get it in there for you. So definitely get that in there, and we will be able to take care of you. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So many of you been out to the Damn Short Film Festival out in Boulder City. The Damn Short Film Festival, and I told you I was not cussing. The Damn Short Film Festival held out in Boulder City, the 18th annual Damn Short Film Festival. Last year it was virtual. It's going to be virtual again this year, folks. Yeah, I know. We did a story on this a couple of weeks ago on the likelihood that this was going to be a virtual film festival again, and it definitely is going to be. They said it was going to be, and because of COVID, they said, look, it's just too much. Okay. So the film festival launches February 10th. So it's going to be entirely virtual, but it'll be accessible everywhere. Okay. They said it's going to be actually more accessible than ever. So they're really excited about the adapting to the whole COVID policies. So that's cool. Very excited for them. Um, so and I think we'll actually leave a link to this festival on our Facebook page, so you'll be able to check that out too. And I think you'll enjoy that. There was a story about a local family that's making Christmas toys to raise funds for adoption. And this is actually a very interesting story. I was not able to get the graphic up on it, but I'll describe it for you. The family's name is Roberts, and they live in the northwest side of the valley, and they have a toy business, and it's all in-house, specifically in their garage, surrounded by hundreds of boxes. Mom Chantel tapes packages and ships little Car World playmats across the country. And what they did is they created this graphic on a mat, and the mat I think is by 6 by 6, something like that. So it's fairly large, and they were able to, and it's got a it looks like a car, table. What is it? What do you want to call? How do you want to call it? Looks like a village. Okay, it looks like a village with a car that goes through it, and they were able to take it apart, and they put it in boxes and they ship it all over the world, and they're raising money for adoption, which is really cool. They said they took the ABC foam mats, car rugs that have the roads on them, and put them all together. The toy, which was printed of roads and buildings, allow kids to play on it with the toys and rearrange the pieces how they like. So it's very cool. Part of the story. Oh, okay. This is actually cool. So I'm going to leave the link to this. This is very cool. It's called Little Car World, and they're play mats. They can be purchased online. So if you want to purchase them, and there's actually a link to it, so we'll actually put the link to this on our Facebook page. The family also sells a downtown Summerlin farm. They also sell at downtown Summerlin's Farmers Market every Saturday through December 18th from 9 to 2 p.m. How very cool. So if you want to check them out, you can actually go downtown to downtown Summerlin, to their farmers market, and you can check that out. Um, there's a local guy. His name is Nico. Nico. This is Nico. Nico Ali. Nico Ali Walsh. He's a UNLV senior, and he's Muhammad Ali's grandson. You can see the resemblance. Okay, maybe you can. And he's preparing for his Madison Square debut. UNLV senior Nico Ali. And this is Nico again. Love for boxing can be traced back to his younger age. In fact, he was inspired to greatness because of his grandfather, Muhammad Ali. And many of you know who Muhammad Ali. He was the greatest fighter. He fought against Joe Frazier. That kind of stuff. Said Nico says that this boxing journey is so important to him, definitely for building my own legacy, but a lot for continuing my grandfather's legacy. And that is so cool. So he looks like he's preparing. Let's see if this cup is hot. Oh, good. Great coffee this morning, folks. He turned pro last year, and he's set to make his boxing debut on Saturday at Madison Square Garden. Wow. He just turned pro and he's in Madison Square Garden. I would love to go down there. I really would. The same venue that once saw so many memorable Muhammad Ali fights. Okay, that's how very, very cool. So he's going to do a great job. That we're excited for him. He says Ali, who currently owns a 2-0 record, will continue to carve out his legacy in boxing world on ESPN when he faces Xander Zayas. So Nico, we wish you the best of luck. We really do. You sound like you're going to be doing a good job. There's actually a concert coming into town, the Brooklyn Bowl. This band's called Churches, and Churches breaks down the horror of their new LP, Screen Silence, ahead of the trio's Brooklyn Bowl Las Vegas show. 10 years of making music, the Scottish synth pop trio Churches has always taken its time. The band struck gold in 2013 with an album called Bones of What I Believe. Rather than recreate the hit "The Mother We Share," Churches went on to create 3 diverse albums, including August Screen Violence. So Churches is going to be here pretty quick. At the Brooklyn Bowl, I think they're going to be there the 11th of December, which is like tomorrow. I mean, they're going to be here pretty quick, so that's a great. You can get out there and check them out. Once again, we will actually leave the link to these everything we talk about on our website. We'll also put that on our Facebook page, and you can actually check that out also. Speaking about our magazine, yes, I was. Speaking about our magazine, got a magazine coming out in January of 2022. It's called Lovin in Vegas magazine. We want to get that into your hands, folks. There's going to be some cool articles in it. I was reading through and doing some editing yesterday about one of the stories, and it's called Dr. Phil. Okay, and Dr. Phil Palasarios has got one of those American stories. I mean, he's a local dentist, and he has gone through so much in his life. I mean, not just a little bit, folks, a lot. And we want you to read his story. If nothing else, you read in the whole magazine, and there's a lot of great stuff. Gilda Graham's got a great story about her life in there. We've got Cherry and Mike Tillman, who own Las Vegas Pro Cyclery. Great story. But Dr. Phil's story is remarkable. I mean, this guy went from here to here to here, and it's fantastic. And it's all in our magazine, okay? Lovin in Vegas magazine, and you can check that out. Also, once again, if you want to go to the launch party for it, we're having a launch party for Lovin in Vegas magazine. Right above me, okay? If you're looking on our Facebook page right now, either on our group page or on our business page, you will see a link to the event. Okay, register for this event. Okay, it's at the top of the foundation room, And the only way you're going to be able to go up there to the Foundation Room and join us with our celebrity guests, I've got an invited guest list of people that you're going to want to meet. Say, these are some of the cream of the crop in Las Vegas who are supporting us, and they're supporting they love Vegas just like we do. They love living here, and that's why we call it Living in Vegas, because that's what we do. Um, the only way you're going to get in the elevator is you've got to register for it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This isn't one of those things where you go, hey, guess what? I'm just going to show up, okay, because they're not going to let you up there. It's just, or they will, but you have to pay for it, okay? So, it's free, Foundation Room, high atop Mandalay Bay, south of the valley, and you can check that out. January 15th, okay? Mark it on your calendar, okay? Mark it on your calendar. There's no excuse for you not to go to this event, okay? It's the beginning of the year. Start off the year right by coming and being with us for the Living in Vegas launch party, and you'll just love it. There's some changes out at McCarran. Isn't that funny? So McCarran Airport decided that they're going to change things up again now. So adult travelers who are wanting to leave Las Vegas, you can just use your ID. Okay, Transportation Security Administration at Las Vegas, or the TSA, completed installation of touchless automated photo ID scanners at all of the airport security screening checkpoints, making it one of the few airports to be fully outfitted with this technology. Now, I'm very interested in this because I'm going to be going out of town. I know I probably should have told you guys this, but I'm going to be going out of town Tuesday next week. My brother passed away. My older brother Leo, he passed away, and I'm going to his funeral. So I just wanted to let you guys all know that I won't be here next week. So we'll do the show on Monday, but Tuesday I'll be gone. Don't think I'm going to be able to do the show while I'm out of town. I'm not going. I'm be with family and friends, and reliving. My older brother was the blessed child of the family. He was a tall, good-looking one, and had the wife and kids and everything else. And I am the shorter, good-looking one with the wife and kids. And so, no, he was a brother everybody loved. I won't be here. So this is important to me about leaving town. And if you're coming in or out of town, this is probably something you really want to know about. So if you have your ID, and I'm wondering if they're using the real ID. Okay. Well, anyway, in either event, you're going to find out pretty quick. TSA says that the CAT, the scanner, also improves an officer's ability to accurately authenticate passenger identification while addressing the vulnerabilities associated with photo identification and boarding pass fraud. Huh. Okay. Well, that's cool. So that means you don't have to go through all that other stuff. You don't have to have a boarding pass. You just give them your ID, and you're there. And I think they talked about this quite a while ago. They were saying that you've got to get a real ID, and the real ID helps you get on your plane and stuff like that. This probably is part of what's going on, but that whole real ID thing. The Raiders this weekend, folks, playing against the Chiefs. Wow, this is going to be a tough one. So we know what happened just a couple of weeks ago, folks. The Raiders and the Chiefs played just a couple of weeks ago, and it was not pretty. No, and it's funny because the Raiders and the Chiefs, they played on the 14th of November, and it was a tough game. So now they're going to play them again. It's an interconference game. This time they're playing them in Kansas City. Last time they played them here at the Allegiant Stadium, they played them in the Death Star. You have to say it that way. The Death Star. Okay, just sounds that way. Let's hope we can even the series. Okay, because last time we played, we lost 41-14. Yeah. This time, hopefully we can turn it around. Derek Carr has been doing some great things. The Chiefs, it's not so much for them because they're probably going to make it to the playoffs. But for us right now, we're 6-6, and we've got to do something to bounce back. Get back in this game. Uh oh. Uh oh. That's Oh yeah, I know who you are. You're scam likely. Does anybody get that on their phone? Get that scam likely phone? I get that pretty much 10 times a day. Um, let there was let's go to this one. Yeah, let's go to this one. We'll go back to that. So there was a list, a list of the most fun cities in America. Okay, if you, yeah, I know Vegas is on that list. So a couple of weeks ago, there was a list of the most sinful cities in America, and of course, Las Vegas was like number one. And now they have a list of the most fun cities in America, and they would judge them on a couple of criteria. One was their entertainment and recreation, nightlife and parties, and the cost for how much it was going to cost. And guess who was number one? Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, of course, we're number one. Um, the top four, top five: Las Vegas, Orlando is number two, a long way away. Atlanta, Georgia, Miami, Florida, and then New Orleans. Okay, you notice who's not on this list? New York. New York City. I mean, New York is, where is New York? New York is number 10 on this. Okay, this is very interesting. We're ahead of Hawaii, Chicago, San Francisco. We are the most fun city to live in. This was a story by Wallet Hub, and I don't think anybody ever doubted that, that we weren't the most fun city. Okay, because we are. We're just a fun place to be at. And one of the main reasons why is because of you, because you're here. Um, so we're very excited about us making the list. That really wasn't even you know, really. Why? I don't even know why they even have the list. They really don't. Um, so Las Vegas is going to be celebrating the New Year's, as we always do, folks, with fireworks. So this story talks about the fireworks display that is going to be that's going to usher us into 2022, while Las Vegas may not have rung in 2021 with its usual fireworks show. 2022, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get back in the swing of things in 2022 with um, fireworks. There was an official announcement Thursday that gave the full details um, for the America's Party 2022. Okay, very cool. According to a news release, the fire show on the Las Vegas Strip will include one additional location, Resorts World. Now, if you've not been out past Resorts World, folks, it's massive. I mean, it is huge. Right next to Trump Tower, uh, and it's just north of Trump Tower. It is our Trump, International. Um, it's just amazing. So locations that are going to have fireworks on top of them. So write this down. Now, the MGM Grand, of course, the Aria, Planet Hollywood, Caesars. You gotta have it at Caesars. Treasure Island or the TI. The Venetian Resorts, Resorts World, and the Strat. All are going to be a part of this just massive fireworks display. I watched the fireworks display one year from my brother-in-law's house, and this is before they started building up a lot of stuff throughout the valley, and because the place is to the south of the valley, and we were able to watch some just beautiful stuff that was going on in the valley. It was just incredible. Um, there's a guy. So I'm gonna skip around just a little bit. I know, folks, you're gonna be upset at me. UNLV. This is actually UNLV's jazz band, and I love UNLV. And there's a lot of stuff going on at UNLV, so I want to let you guys know about it. So we're gonna go through this fairly quickly. I just want to get in the jazz at Lincoln Center, which runs one of the world's largest jazz education program networks, has tapped UNLV to compete in the Jack Rudin Jazz Competition on January 10th and the 11th in New York City. Only 9 other colleges were even chosen to be a part of this. So that's very cool. I went to UNLV and I was a part of the choir. So I went to school on a music scholarship. And don't worry, I did make it very long. I really did. I became a musician. I went on the road. I was just, doesn't that make sense, right? Most musicians are just so flighty and just we're creatives. So I chose to just become a musician, went on the road, and had a great time being on the road. So that's the jazz. I'm going to show you a picture of that again. Okay, let's show them a picture of that again. So these are the guys who are part of the whole jazz ensemble. So we're very excited about them going out there. Also, we want to congratulate UNLV's volleyball team. So here, I'm going to get down the story on that. Okay. So UNLV's volleyball team is going to the championship. So that's going to be very, very cool that they're going to be a part of it. And then tonight, actually, UNLV is going to be. You can actually get free tickets to the Mandalay Bay Event Center to watch UNLV basketball because right now the finals for NFR are still finishing up over at Thomas and Mack. So UNLV basketball is going to be playing at the Mandalay Bay. You can actually get free tickets for that. So if you want, go on UNLV tickets. You can get free tickets for the game tonight. And I just heard that just recently, so you can actually get that. Also, we don't want to miss out the Vegas Golden Knights going to be playing tonight, 7 p.m. I think they're actually going to be playing at VGK and excuse me, at the Fortress tonight. So you're going to be able to watch them. They're going to be playing against the Flyers tonight. Okay, if you watch the game, which was yesterday, day before yesterday, oh, what a great game! I'll tell you, Vegas Golden Knights did some great things, and we're just excited. They're just doing such a great job. Gosh, there's so much going on. Oh, one last story. I'm going to give you one last story, Kate. This is about the. Oh, where's the story at? Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. So these are the Budweiser Clydesdales, and they were out in the front of Resorts World earlier this week. So you could go up there, get beer, samples and everything else. So they have not left the valley yet. No, you guys you can still see the Clydesdales. If you missed the Clydesdales earlier in the week, you can actually go down to downtown Summerlin, and those horses will be there Friday, today. So they're going to be there today. Go out there, bring the kids out there, folks. Okay. So there's a parade down there, and they're going to be having a great time down at downtown Summerlin today. So you can still get out there, first come, first serve basis, probably take pictures with them, have a great time over at downtown Summerlin and see the Budweiser Clydesdales. They're so cool. They're so huge. These are huge horses, okay? We will leave links to all of these stories. All of this stuff is going to have links to it, folks, so don't worry about it. If you missed anything that we said today, folks, don't worry about it. We'll actually leave links to us on our Facebook page. I want to remind you one last time. We just put up the link right above me for our event, which is going to be for our magazine, which is coming out, Livin in Vegas magazine. If you want to go to the event, I highly encourage you, right above me, okay? Right above me is the link to the event we're going to be having, the launch party for Livin in Vegas magazine. It's at the Foundation Room, high atop Mandalay Bay, and the only way you can get there, folks, is you have to register for the event. You really have to. Limited seating. I'm not even going to tell you how many people there are. It's just not a lot, okay? It's not a lot, but we want to pack that place in. Celebrities, prizes, fun, you and me for the launch of Livin in Vegas magazine, okay? Hey, this is Sherman Ray. I'm out of time, folks. Thank you, folks, for being a part of the show. We'll see you again next week, Monday. And once again, I won't be here the rest of the week, but I'll be here Monday for the for a funeral I'm going to, okay? So anyways, this has been Sherman Ray for Lovin and Livin in Vegas, the podcast. We'll see you again Monday, 8:30 in the morning. Bye-bye.